Does Mothman exist? Does Mothman exist? See, that's the question. This is Batman. Batman, you can see this right here. Let's find the year that it came about. Batman. It was in... Oh my goodness gracious, you all. Let's see when Mothman came into the scene. It was November the 15th of 1966. November the 15th of 1966. Batman and Mothman right there. You can see it right here. He's flying around. He's got some green something. He's got some antennae. I guess he used to be like that little bug right there. You see right there. But this is what flew in my camera a while back. And when I filtered it, it looked like this. It looked like this, and it had these things right here on its arms. Can you see it? Right here on its arms. Somebody said, Gina, yesterday, could you please quit using your head? Your head as a pointer. No, I don't want to stop using my head as a pointer. Right here. This right here above my head, if you're just now looking at it, and talking about Mothman. It did look like an insect in the sky. It did. And I thought, this thing flew by really, really fast. And it looked like it has some arms and 2 legs. Is what it looks like. And even had like a bottom to it, just like this right here. Just like this right here to the side. It did. But it looked like it had, it didn't have wings. It looked like it didn't have wings up there in the sky. It didn't. It looked like that. And then when this was worked, the picture was worked, that's what I was able to bring out right there. That really does. Now let's think about it. It looks like, wait a minute. Aren't there some kind of old movies? Now think about this. Old movies of people in outer space. Remember them? They had the things on their arms. They had those things on their arms right here, and they look like that over there. They like I don't know, they're like that around their arms. Like this thing over here has around their arms. And some of them had antenna on their heads too in the, what do you call them? The old movies about outer space and stuff like that. See, that was what's really kind of wild. They did kind of look like that with a large antenna on their head. Let me put this right here. Hello, everyone. A hover disc, it could be. Hello, Apple Brooks, Mickey. Yeah, hello. This is kind of, it is kind of wild. You really have to ask yourself, where did Batman come up with all these villains also? Where did they come up with these? This is 1966. The origin of the killer Mothman. Well, what was the origin of a killer Mothman? It's kind of be like, Spider-Man, you think? Something mutated and somebody got turned into a moth? Is that what happened? Hello. You love Batman. Yeah, that was a movie. Yeah, the Mothman. Was Mothman a movie? Because look at this. There have been reports of Mothman. Read about the most bizarre criminal Batman and Robin have ever encountered in the origin of the killer moth. This is supposed to be the worst one ever. Hello, Black Love. The worst one ever. Let's come over here to this right here. So it's a paranormal thing, part of a paranormal. When they say paranormal, I'm going to automatically think it's real. I really am. Parapsychology. Parapsychology. What is... Do I want to click that? Oh, parapsychology is anomalistic arguments from ignorance, populum, bandwagon, cognitive dissonance, communal reinforcement, fallacy, falsibility. No! So look at all this stuff. Superstition. This is pretty neat. We already looked at that. No. This is real. Batman and Mothman, not to be confused with Owlman. There's an Owlman, you all. Look at that. Hello there, Debbie. An Owlman, sometimes referred as the Cornish Owlman or the Owlman of Malnan, is an owl-like humanoid. Okay, when they say humanoid, I'm really thinking about part owl and part robot. If you say a humanoid, doesn't that sound like it? A humanoid creature? Edwin the Crow? Yeah. The Owlman is also sometimes compared to something else, a humanoid creature in Cornwall, UK. This is wild. It really is wild. Let me look at that. West Virginia is where it was at, you all. Point Pleasant Register. Couples see a man-sized bird. Okay, that's what they saw. Let me see that. In the register in 1862. Well, wasn't the history kind of erased in the 1800s? And then all of a sudden they started having things happen. Let's look at that really, if they can let us pull it up. The register. We probably ain't even going to get to see the article. It's a daily newspaper. The article needs cited. They will not even show it. Look at that. Nope. They won't show it. They will not show it. That's about right. They won't even tell you what it was about. That's really bad. It was introduced to a wider audience. Okay, let's think of it as a munition point. Let's look about it. On November the 15th of 1966, two young couples from Point Pleasant, it was Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Mollett. You grew up close to there, Debbie? Wow. They told the police they had seen a large black creature whose eyes glowed red standing at the side of the road near TNT area, the site of a former World War II munition plant. They were unable to, they got 7 feet tall, slender, muscular man, white wings. She was unable to discern its face due to the hypnotic effect of the eyes. Distressed, the witnesses drove at high speed, and the creature flew right after their car, screeching after them, y'all. That was like, that'd be pretty wild. That'd be really, really wild. The next day, the local newspaper found out about it, and they said it was a large heron. A large heron. That's what they said it was. The people saw a large heron. Who's going to see a large heron that's 7 feet tall with glowing red eyes? I don't think that they are. But they said it was a tall man with a 7-foot wingspan, circles of reddish glowing eyes, and it was like a moth. Okay, Mothman, that's what it was like. Here's what it looks like's happened. Let me come over here to this. Let me come over here to just the screen. How come this won't let me do this? I just want to do just the screen. I can't even get on my YouTube. I think they've cut the, are they doing something to the live chat? No, I don't think. I think we got fine with the live chat. A demon? It could be like a demon. Yeah. So you ask, where was this seen? This is in my yard. This was in the eastern sky. And I'm pretty sure when I took this picture, I was standing near that main ley line, one of the main ley lines that came across my driveway near the area where I took the pictures of the observatory. This thing was up there in the sky, is where it was, right up in the sky. And when I worked the picture, that's what it looked like right there. All I did was mess with the filters, and it turned out just like that, which really looked like a humanoid-like thing, but it was like an insect in the sky, is what it was. Jeffrey Honey. Black Love, yeah, it's true. It is true. It happened in my yard. I took it, and I can take you over to my Facebook page. It happened on my birthday. Look, it happened on my birthday on October the 24th of 2020. That's right. Look, it has been said a lot of aliens look like insectoids. You see this thing, Mothman, Mothman Legend, Gina Maria Colvin Heel. They can shape shift, if you all look at that right there. They can shape shift. Let me see. I wanted to see the post. I'm over here on my Facebook page. I've came into my photos area. So this is what it was right here. Can we click into that? Okay, I've clicked into it right there. And let me do this. This is the post. Let me find the post. Come on, Gina, honey. Can we get over to it, y'all? Let's see if it's going to load. Okay, it's going to load. Look at this. I'm speechless. I took this photo yesterday before my live Facebook video. That's where it was right there. Boom. Right there in the sky. Can you see it? Because it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. But that's what it looked like. There was it does. It kind of looks like these things over here too, like these, the ants movie, how they stand up like that. Can you see that over there to the side? But not like that too much. Right there. Good evening. It's October the 24th of 2020 is when it was. 2020. I was just going through my photos is what I was doing, and I saw it. Let me over here on my Facebook page, which this is the funny thing about the Facebook. They want you to pay money so your posts can get more views. Well, I am not going to do it. I don't care how many views they get. I really am not going to care. If you all can look at this, look at this. We can make this. See this hole? This literally was in the clouds. The hole in the clouds, you all. Right there. That hole. Let me tell you what the hole was. The hole was the moon. The hole was either the moon or the sun that was seen right here during this post. Because this was what I was filming in the sky. You all, we got to go to that post right there. I want to go to that very post because we got to look at that because this was really wild. Let me go to the post on October the 20th because this is weird. I forgot all about it. Totally all about it. Hole in the sky to the other dimension. A video will be uploaded to the YouTube channel. So I did do this video on the YouTube channel, but look at this. This is where like the sun was at. And when this was inverted, look what happened. It literally was like the other dimension. Can you see it? Right there. Oh, about the Mothman, Black Love. That's okay. That is all right. Look at that, you all. It was, look, a gate through the firmament dome. 7 to 9 gates will appear on Earth. Was this at location wise? Darnell, honey, I don't know what it was. So have you all heard that it's a gate through the firmament dome? 7 to 9 gates that will appear on Earth. Wow. Oh my gosh. Have you heard of that before? A portal in the sky. Wow. That's why they cover the sky up. That's why they cover the sky up. This is, shoot. I wanted to see more of it. Right there. This is wild. I don't really read the comments on the YouTube either. I mean, I don't read them on here. I never really read them that much. It's horned. It looks like Dobie. I don't know what that thing was right there. I have no idea, you. But this was, no, that was this. It's supposed to have been the sun. Oh, well, what is this? I don't even know where it was. Oh, it was up here somewhere around that hole in the sky. You can barely make it out. I can't even make it out, you all. That's what it was. Right up there. Let me see if I can pause it. Somewhere in the sky, right up there. A hole in the sky. And they seen a type of face in there. You think it is a face? It looks like there's an object. So if it was a portal, You saw several of them, you all, moving fast. We're supposed to be looking at Mothman. I know we're supposed to be looking at Mothman, you all, and I got myself distracted with this portal in the sky. If we got a Mothman, he's flying through the portals in the sky. I think they can go in and out of dimensions. They really can. Let me come back over here. I got to get back to where Mothman was located. Mothman was located like right here. Right here. He was right there on that page. It doesn't look real. I know, Carla, honey, but it was real. Un hombre antennas. Oh, a man with flying antennas. Exactly. Flying antennas. Well, of course, that's why I took it. There was a cloaked ship in the background, you all. Looks like an insect bug. It might look like an insect bug, but it wasn't, you all. It really wasn't. There's a lot of... A question, I'm follower from Mexico, as not can see clearer image. No. It's not a bug on the lens. No, it's not. It's actually, look at that. Can y'all see those down there? Oh, there it is in the invert. This looked like a flying grasshopper. That would be really high up if there was a grasshopper flying that high in the air. What is that? Here's someone else's Mothman photographed in Point Pleasant. So you can see that image right there. You can see the wings and the legs too. Nick Gonsalves. It is an unusual photo. These people put them on here is trying to... Oh, I guess something happened right there. I can't click on that. Cannot click on it. It was, wow, look at these insects. Kite. More. No, it wasn't a grasshopper, you all. It wasn't a grasshopper. We'll be talking about the Mothman. Now we got to go over here. Get rid of these holes in the sky. Get rid of them. We got the Mothman right here. Penny, hello, y'all. Better late than never. I don't really like myself sitting right here in the center of this thing like this. Let me stick me up here with Mothman on here in the corner. I'm going to hide up here by Mothman. If there's one, here's the thing. If there's one Mothman, you know that there's another. There ain't just one being on the face of this earth. There is not just one being. And it's not just one location. That's like saying there was only one human being or one particular type of animal. No, if there's one, there's a whole lot more than one. I love you. Hope you see the pictures you sent me on Lala's Venture. I rarely make it to my Facebook. I'm trying to get better about it. I really have. Wanda, honey, you live an hour and a half away from Point Pleasant. Did you hear about the Mothman there? On Point Pleasant, there's a Moth Woman. That's right. There got to be a Moth Woman. Or he could have been genetically made. Genetically modified humanoid. Moth humanoid. What is a humanoid? What is the definition of a humanoid? Humanoid. H-U-M-O... I can't even spell it. H-U-M-A-N-O-I-D. Humanoid definition. A humanoid... Okay. See, they already know. How come they already know? Is a non-human entity with a human form or characteristics. The earliest recorded, there's that timestamp again, 1870. After that, they have like a mud flood. Remember, history got wiped out. We had a mud flood. Referred to the indigenous peoples in areas colonized by the Europeans. They look like gnomes. They look like dwarfs. Yeah, you grew up in Belle Power. Something with 2 arms and 2 legs, a body and a head. They got the Moth Woman. He bought a habit, including 1870 is when it was. Anonymous. What was 1870? Is that when the history of the earth was like twisted again? When did the mud flood occur? Mud flood, and history gone. Oh, they call it a conspiracy. 1840s. Okay, 1840s. Human reset. Human reset. 19th century. The fallen women of the flood. I know we're not supposed to be talking about the flood, the mud flood. This looks like the worldwide mud event. 1840s, 1800s. The cities are emptied out. Millions of people died. Okay, we're ready for a reset. There's a reset coming, you all. We're going to have a reset. Okay, gotcha. Tartaria, that's right. So this is a humanoid. Okay, we see it just like this. They're a humanoid too, with human characteristics or human features. Rainbow turtle. So we got Mothman. Let's come back over here because we looked up Mothman. And let's hope that we do not have, like, would you like to see stuff like that? If they have paranormal investigations, why would they have it if there was no validity to it whatsoever? And why would they erect statues? Really? The legend in the sky. Oh, yeah, this is paranormal. If you don't want to hear it, don't read it. Another personal cryptid is the Mothman's. Watching a Discovery Channel episode. Okay, if it's on Discovery Channel, then you know it existed if it's on the Discovery Channel. He was 11 years old. It freaked him out. And it fascinated him at the same time. The internet has an obsession and a soft spot for this crazy humanoid who recently had a sighting at O'Hare Airport this past December. When was the article written? When was this article written? Because they said this past December 2020. Okay, you all, we are talking recent, probably recent. Because I can't get the exact thing on the Mothman article when it was truly written. This is really interesting. Denver, of all places. Oh, no, that's Chicago O'Hare. Well, we know what happens in Chicago. Come dive into this, you all. We're going to dive into it. Got some red glowing eyes, a captivating cryptid with me. Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Yeah, the start of the folklore came to be Point Pleasant, West Virginia in 1966. So we read about that. It was a monster bird chasing their car. And then people reported seeing a strange man with huge wings. The town started blaming all the bad happenings on the Mothman. 8 people reported their dogs missing. He was probably eating their dogs within the following weeks, and they explained it off as the Mothman's doing. Look, he turned, West Virginia had a 12-foot tall statue in the town. Oh, wow, look at that. It's really pretty colors, but oh, look at his claw. That claw looked like a pincher. What does insects have pinchers like that on their hands? We're talking about a bridge collapse sometime a long time ago. How's it? That is really, really pretty. Let's see that. The sightings. Okay, we got West Virginia. And countries have reported sightings as well. So there's more than one Mothman all around the world. Look, another theorist sighted at the Chernobyl right before the nuclear disaster. Did you all hear that? They sighted a Mothman at Chernobyl before the nuclear disaster. If you live over there near that area, did you ever hear that about Chernobyl and this Mothman being sighted before it like went kerplunk? You can't whip your phone and camera fast enough. At this point, you need to install a camera on your forehead. Spit, aka chipped in 2017. You go ahead and do it. You go ahead and get it installed on your forehead. If you can wait, Chip, honey, let me talk it to Chip. Or Spit. Spit, honey. If you can wait till, if you can wait a few more years, maybe you can volunteer to have a cell phone in your head. Maybe, I don't know how you're going to get a camera taken. Maybe you're going to have a bionic eye. You're going to be an augmented human with a bionic eye, because that's their plans. By 2026, bring all the rest of the humans left, bring them up bring them online through 6G. So I don't know. You're going to have to be an augmented human. You could be that. You wouldn't have to have a cell phone in your hand. You wouldn't. That's right. You wouldn't. You all. We got it going on. Okay, we got to get back over here. Chip, honey, you distract me. That's all right, you all. We're going to chip a cell phone. That's right. Chernobyl, right before the disaster. There have been 55 plus reports of seeing Mothman in Chicago 2011 through 2020. You all, there's something going on. The most recent sighting is probably a demon. You think it's a demon? It could be a demon. Wow. September the 24th of 2020. A United States Postal Service worker for 15 years was leaving the USPS sorting facility. Oh, did you hear that? When they do the digital ID and stuff like that, how you can get yourself like verified at post offices or something when you got to apply for some kind of assistance or unemployment or something. You can go to the post offices in the future. They're going to do some kind of digital thing. We're supposed to be reading this right here. She saw at Chicago O'Hare at 11 o'clock at night, she thought she saw a man at the end of the parking lot in a long coat. But when she unlocked her car, the headlights caused the eyes to glow red. It was probably a demon. There have been people seeing these. Okay, these I believe are interdimensional. They can come in and out of dimension. Have you seen a dark, shadowy figure like this? Have you? I mean, they can be around 9 feet tall or 10 feet tall, and they are black, shadowy figures with red glowing eyes. Red glowing eyes. Yes, demons and angels. What happened to Spit? Spit, honey, are you in here? Oh, you got chipped. They're like owls. Oh, okay, you're talking about something. Okay, yeah. I feel like I got to spit. That's not funny. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't want to start laughing about spitting. Oh no. Okay, she got a glowing red eye. She quickly realized it was not a man, but it was some sort of a creature, maybe a bird, but at least 2 feet taller than her 5'4" frame. It spread its wings, but there are no birds that big in Chicago. Oh wow, a great graffiti artist like Chaka. Oh wow, I like looking at graffiti. I do. The creature screeched and flew off into the air above her and read her exact... Oh, you can read her exact stories. Wow. I wonder if it was hairy. You think it had hair on its body if it was a moth? Do moths have hair? Moths do have hair on their body. Yeah. I'm not sure why there are so many sightings of Mothman in Chicago. Where's Gotham at? Where is the city of Gotham located? Is that in New York or something? In Batman, Gotham City? Yeah, I don't know where that's at. They appear before a disaster? Oh, it's New York City. It's still terrifying people as seeing this today. While my mind wants to check off mass hysteria, part of me believes it's real, and I am skeptical, but Mothman still has a special place in my and many other hearts on the internet. What is that supposed to be? Oh, it's a little Mothman. What did this comment say? She wrote about it. A topic that she wrote about, Mothman, she started playing the game Fallout 76. In her opinion, one of the more needs work of the franchise. It holds the idea that a mutated moth uses radiation as a mean of creating terrifying and dangerous enemies. Oh, wow. Radiation. That could mutate it, right? That's crazy that there is sightings of this today. They hope they never see him. It was fascinated about it and skeptical. Fascinated by the paranormal. It's pretty odd to me that people likened it to a moth. Pretty magnificent. Perfect mythical beast of Ray Road from Elkhorn. Witch Tower named after the tower in Whitewater, Old Main, named after a building that burned down on campus in 1970. Old Main is rumored to have been the arsoned by an... Oh, that's not very nice. To this day, of the creature, the weird stories. So, yeah, let me do this, you all. Weird stories of Mothman. That would be pretty colors right there if he looked like that. You're actually Kato, Green Hornet. Oh, okay. That's nice to meet you. It is. Let me pull up some more Mothman. We have a lot of people in here that love artwork. They're artistically inclined. What is that? It's a documentary. Dread Central spreads its wings. Oh, I don't know about that. Mothman on top of there. You think he was on top of there? Caught on camera in Argentina. They say they debunked it. I wouldn't know. They have gargoyle statues. They have gargoyle statues. I've got to sneeze. Oh my goodness. I got to sneeze. I'm going to tell myself not to sneeze, and then I won't sneeze. I believe that they exist. I really do, because Mothman could very well was first spotted. He was first spotted 50 years ago. Okay, so we know about that. That's what they said he looked like. He looked like the abominable snowman on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with his face. He really does. Oh, I didn't sneeze. I told myself not to sneeze, so I just stopped it. If I don't want to sneeze, I won't sneeze. Oh, look at this. This is original paper. Let's see the original paper of it. Monster, no joke for those who saw it. They think it's a big joke. They think we can go out there and it'll come out for us. It is the red-eyed, wingback, foot-like. Well, let me see that. That's them right there. There they are. It's so, you can't really see it that well. They have something. They saw it right there. Look at that. The collapse of Silver Bridge. Is that what you said, Frank, honey? You said something about the bridge that collapsed with the people on it. That's the most interesting thing. He was always described as a human-sized creature with wings and red eyes. And though nobody ever reported attacks of any kind, one resident told the police he believed the monster was responsible for his dog going missing. So, most interesting. So, we're going to read about that bridge. You just turn it in. We're going to read about it. His connection to the December 15th, 1967 collapse of Silver Bridge, which ran between Point Pleasant and Gallipolis, Ohio. 46 people. Oh my gosh. They lost their lives when the bridge collapsed, and many to this day believe that Mothman arrived in Point Pleasant as a harbinger of doom, warning of the impending collapse. Do you think he did? He could have, right? He could have done that. But what if Mothman was really an inner earth being that came up from out of the earth, from a hole in the earth, so he'd have to, go to sleep at night or something, from a cave, and he's that type of a winged being. The Mothman Prophecies. There was a book. It played up the Mothman's possible connection to the Silver Bridge collapse, noting that the Mothman was never seen again in Point Pleasant after the tragedy. Wow. There's a movie about Mothman. Yeah. And the sightings stopped in the wake of the bridge collapsing. Did he somehow show the cause? the bridge caused the bridge collapse, or did he arrive to warn the residents about what was happening? People believed at that time Mothman was actually just a large bird and wandered the city. Of course, it's entirely possible it's all just another hoax spiraling out of control. No, then maybe he's out there. That's a pretty good pencil drawing of Mothman. I like it. I like it. Richard Gere in the movie. Oh, Richard Gere. A Gere in the movie of Mothman. Richard Gere. Oh, it's Gere. Mothman. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, look at this right here, though. You got the Mothman prophecies. Supernatural horror mystery. I don't want to watch that. That'd be really scary to look at. Oh, he played Pretty Woman Man. I'd rather watch Pretty Woman than Mothman. I would. Was he the Mothman? Oh, wow. So it was a series. Wow. Sounds like it's scary. Oh, the Mothman Legacy. Okay, I believe that he existed. You can call me and a lot of other people. We can just call ourselves. They already labeled you a conspiracy theorist. But I believe they exist. They have to exist. The Mothman. But that kind of looks like a great big, like gargoyle-like thing. It really does. He was the star. He was the eye candy for the ladies. Oh, they put eye candy for people? Oh. Okay. Okay, we got the Mothman right there. Was there any other Mothman ancient folklore with Mothman? Yes, we got some Mothman and ancient folklore, maybe. There we go. We got one right here. The supernatural something that was kind of like a moth, maybe. Where is the statues at? Ancient, oh, that's demonic entities. Oh. Disaster. Yeah, we can just come to the conclusion that 10 mythological creatures. I don't think they're mythological. That look like a demon. These look like demon beings. Look at that. I think they said that's like the Thunderbird, but that's a great big bird. A massive bird like that. That would not have been Mothman. That would have been a creature from maybe when all the animals were big and the dinosaurs and stuff. And this was leftover from it. Probably. Yeah, this Mothman didn't have no head right there either. Everything exists in one shape or form. It really does. It can exist in reality. It can exist in our minds. If you think about it, yeah, it exists. Totally exists. You know, these are kind of scary pictures right here of the Mothman. They were creatures. I mean, they were beings. I remember seeing beings like this in ancient stuff. Okay. There were even some beings that had their eyes on their stomach. Remember? Just like that. Ooh. It's a psychic. A petrodactyl. I can't say it. Pterodactyl. Petrodactyl. Yeah. With this Mothman. Okay, we got it. Okay, we just got the Mothman, you all. There was like, no, I don't see it. It was just these one images of the Mothman. Let me put this back to me. So we've looked at all of those images, and they did a Batman. I'm trying to get myself on here. They did a Batman, but this was flying in the sky. It really did. When I was outside taking pictures of the sky. That's what it looked like. When I blew this one up, it looks like this. And that really does kind of look like some type of a humanoid right here. Some kind of a humanoid being. And maybe a space being with things on his arms. Which really look weird. They really do look weird on his arms. It doesn't... Doesn't it look weird? Say it's an insect-like thing, and the back part of it, which would be right here, would be its bottom, but there's its upper legs right there, and its bottom legs, and its arms could have multiple wings or something. I don't know. I really don't know with it. It's hard to... Some kind of a humanoid looking thing in here is what it is. Lady of the Woods. They attacked in Peru recently. They call them the... Oh, yes, yes, yes. I heard about the face peelers. That's kind of gross. Yes, that's not nice. Ooh, the Moth Man. That's right. I am going to go, you all. I am. I hope we don't see or read about Mothmans in the future. I really hope we don't. You very well could hear about not just Mothman, but all different types of beings. Different types of beings that you would have never seen before in the future. You could. They could come from the ground. If the dimensions were split wide open and there was open gateway that always stayed open, they could do it. They could. I'm going to go. I am. Thank you all for tuning in. I'd watch a Batman movie. I really would. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your comments. That's right. Tell them that they can't enter your reality. Yeah, you can tell them that. That's right. I love you too, Penny Honey. The face resonation, Gina. Peace out. You're so very welcome. I'm going to go, you all. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Is it Friday night? It's Friday night. That's right. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all again for your comments. And